Oh, that forbidden term. Met on dating app or hi or bye ki beech mein, there was so much action. But the next morning you're in a blah zone. Should you ping them or not? What should you do? This is me, Karan Johar, on Ishq 104.8, India's only romantic radio station, and this is my first affair with radio. Daily, I connect with you on the different shades of love, life, and relationships. Hookup matlab casual encounter, yaar, you know what I mean. In a country of contrasts, एक तरफ matrimonial sites और दूसरी तरफ hookup apps. Swag or hashtag wali, is life mein everything is instant, right? Even coffee, like I love coffee. You've had coffee with Karan, you know what I'm talking about. So why so much of awe and haw about hookups? Like haw, for what reason? Come on, yeah, it's a hookup. It's not like you're killing someone. Why do you get character certificates to be hooked up with someone? Why is it a problem? It's time to openly talk about this taboo subject, and we got to do it here for the first time ever. It's time now for a caller who's calling me to find out all about the action you had. Hello, who is this?
I'm Riddhi.
Oh, Riddhi. Hi, Riddhi. How are you doing? What do you do?
सर मुझे ना कुछ हो रहा है, आप ही मुझे समझ सकते हो फिलहाल.
अच्छा, आपको कुछ हो रहा है?
बहुत जबरदस्त हो रहा है, मुझे आपकी बहुत अच्छी से हेल्प चाहिए.
अच्छा, क्या हुआ? प्रॉब्लम क्या रिद्धि, ये बताओ.
So sir, the thing is, my best friend and I hooked up for the first time like 2 months ago.
You hooked up,
Okay.
with your best friend?
Yeah, we had gone for a trekking to Himachal. At that time, so we hooked up and things like that.
Acha.
And since it has been a month now, and we neither of us actually acknowledged that, and everything was normal and moved on with life normally. Okay, but now what has happened? Like 3 days before, we met again and we ended up making out again. Now the problem is, since we have neither of us actually acknowledged it, so I'm a bit getting emotional towards him and have started liking him a little bit. I can say that. So I'm a little confused. Should I just,
Okay, I'm
talk
going
to
to
him about it directly?
Okay,
Or should I just let it be and, wait for the till the things comes up on its own?
On their own. Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions, Riddhi. Don't mind the intrusion because I'm good at keeping secrets. I won't tell anyone besides the whole of India that's hearing this. I'm just going to ask you that you were really close friends before this, before you hooked up on your trek. Were you really, I'm asking you, were you really best friends, like buddies, like closest friends?
Yeah, exactly. We have been friends since like 2 years now.
2 years, okay.
Yeah.
So you've been close friends. There's never been any kind of like physical attraction before this?
I used to really like him as a buddy. We take care of each other a lot, but there was nothing of relationship kind of a thing before.
But why do I feel you were into him even before?
I was, but as a best buddy, as a best friend forever kind of a thing.
Not true, darling. You were into him much, much more than you imagined. So the reason why you even succumbed to something physical is because you've always been attracted, but you were not acknowledging it. Now, I think he sensed that you were attracted to him, but you were backing off because you thought that he only wanted friendship. And that's why you kept that boundary. Then y'all slipped because that's what happens when you take a trip. And I think you had a great time. And then you've got a lot more emotionally attached because it was always within you to have that feeling. Now your fear is 3 days ago, he's again succumbed to his desire. My dear, I don't want you to break your heart. I have a feeling that he wants to keep it to friendship. So the only way forward is for you to actually have an honest conversation. Now, the other thing that this can do is it can make you all lose your friendship either because he might get really conscious. And if you don't want to do that, then you'll have to continue this kind of friends with benefit situation. But I think you're going to get hurt because I think you're falling in love with him. And I want you to protect your emotions. And for that to happen, either you have that chat and back off or you just back off anyway. And if he comes to you in a relationship way, which I'm doubting at this point because I think that he prefers you as a friend and not anything else, because I think he may not be emotionally interested in you in a relationship, in a love space. He might love you as a friend and be attracted to you, but maybe he doesn't want to have a relationship with you, and that's why he's kind of been a little awkward and distant. But I think you're getting invested. I think you're falling in love, and that's a dangerous place to be, especially with a friend.
Exactly.
So protect yourself, Riddhi. Either have that chat or take a few steps back. But I would recommend...
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid of the fact that if I have a conversation and he ends up saying that he cannot reciprocate the same which I have for him, then I may lose a friend as well. Because I'm in a situation. Yeah.
I want to be drastic and say one thing to you. I think you've already lost a friend. Because I think you've already you've slipped into the grey area. When best friends in a girl-boy dynamic, pyar dosti hai is all great when it comes to movies, but in the real world, it always gets murky. It's never really going to be a clean slate from here. It's always going to be a vibe. So you've already walked into a different area. So, my dear, you've already lost a friend. Now, have you gained a boyfriend? That's what you need to suss out. You think about that, but make sure you protect yourself because I don't want you to get hurt.
Sure.
All right, you take care,
Thank
Vidhi.
you so much, Karan sir. It was a pleasure talking to you. Bye.
It's not simple nor complicated. We just need to understand the world of hooking up and one-night stands. Have dating apps and the evolving hookup culture killed romance, old school romance? Has it totally RIP'd it? I don't think so. I think that they've simply given us more variety, so people are less easily impressed. But I strongly believe that people still fall blindly and madly in love. At least I hope they do. I'm Karan Johar and we're talking about one-night stands and hookups. There are some positives that have come out of the hookup culture though. Let me tell you what that is. One, it's physical pleasure without emotional risk. Now, who doesn't want that? I'm sure you do. You're just pretending if you're not. It's adventurous and experimental. We all like that. Experimental, so much fun. Third, hookup culture has unmasked the reality of sex in India. That's true. Casual relationships tend to get messy and often result in a nasty blow-up. But they can work if there's two mature people and the rules are quite clear from the beginning. Tell yourself that you are the person's last priority and make them yours also. This is Karan Johar on Ishq 104.8, India's first romantic radio station. When you're in a relationship, you become a priority for your partner and you prioritize your partner. In a friends with benefit situation, sex is the only priority. Let's turn our attention to a caller now and find out what's their priority. Hello, who is this?
Hi Karan, I'm so excited to talk to you. Thanks for taking my call. This is Ritima. The pressing issue or something that's bothering me a lot is the thing that's going on between me and my boyfriend.
What's happening?
So, this guy, I've been seeing him for quite a while, but, I've been feeling that the spark was off. And I couldn't really talk to him, but I went on Tinder and a couple of things happened and I thought that maybe this is what I need. And I want to suggest to him to be in an open relationship with me because that's what I want right now. And I just don't know how to go about it.
You want an open relationship with your boyfriend because you feel that you don't have chemistry? Is that what I understand? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that there's no chemistry, but I think I want to be with him as well as,
But you want to be with others as well?
As well, yeah.
Okay, so you want a buffet where you're not happy with a la carte.
Yeah.
I know how that feels, but the problem, Ritima, is that this is going to be ending a little badly for both of you if you take down this path. Like, open relationships conceptually is really cool when both parties agree on the same. If he also agrees to be this open relationship, then I would say perhaps try it. But let me tell you, I don't know a single open relationship that ever ends well. It always ends with a certain ego dynamic kicking in, with somebody getting hurt, with pain, anger, frustration, and eventually it just collapses and ends. Maybe you're on the verge of the end of this relationship and you just are not realizing it or wanting to acknowledge it. You can't have your cake and eat it too, darling. I know you want to be Tindering, but then you can't be also like, wanting the boyfriend and everybody else's boyfriend. The problem is you'll have to kind of choose which way you want to go. I understand that if you want to just take a break maybe and, have your, have your fun and then reassess your state of mind. What do you think about that? Have you ever thought of that? Just taking a break from this boy?
But yeah, taking a break is one thing, but then I'd have to give him a reason for the break. And if I just tell him that there's something wrong and I just want to figure things out, he'd automatically know.
A certain sexual bond and a sexual interest and chemistry is a big part of a love relationship as well. That's the reason why there are these 2 4-letter words actually that operate almost at the same level, love and lust. They have to walk the path together. And you've got to understand that it's not wrong. You can't love without lust and you can't lust without loving. So, it's a two-way street. So if you've lost some dynamic, that means there is a problem in the emotional core of your relationship. And that is something that you need to address. It's not that you've lost the spark. You've lost the interest. So he's become a little bit of dal chawal for you right now. And you're looking for dessert elsewhere. The problem is you can't have them both. You have to choose one. Comfort food or exoticness. You take your pick.
Sure.
But for now, sort out your life because you will be a mess, huh? I'm telling you, Ritima. You lose all rhythm in your life and otherwise. So make sure you have that chat with your boyfriend. Don't be honest right now and tell him that, you kind of weird away because that would hurt him. You don't need to be completely honest. And sometimes honesty is completely overrated. Huh? I just want to tell you, do not be honest and tell him that you've already Tindered yourself out. Just say, we need to talk. I think I'm feeling some loss of chemistry, loss of feeling. Why am I feeling this? Why, are you feeling the same? Should we take some time off and reassess our states of mind? What do you think about that? Let's do that.
I think, that makes sense.
So make sure tonight you have that chat.
Definitely.
All right. And I wish you well, Ritima. And I hope that your life brings back the rhythm that your mother envisaged for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Big hug, big kiss. Lots of love. Bye. Love, life, relationships. I'm here to untangle the complications of your life. This is Karan Johar on Ishq 104.8, India's only romantic radio station. And as promised, let me play you a voice note from a close friend.
Surprise caller of the day,
Siddharth Malhotra.
First of all, it's great to have you on radio. I'm pretty excited that you're going to be on radio giving people advice. And I hope you still give your time to movies. Karan's made so many wonderful love stories and he's a great, wonderful writer. You've taken good lines. He's very good at writing. He writes very good poetry, actually. So you guys should ask him to recite some of his poetry that he writes.
What have I written? Anyway, thanks Sid for calling Karan. Let's keep the conversation going. We're talking about one-night stands and hookups. Ab meri bari hai to answer your questions in the dreaded reverse rapid fire round.
reverse rapid fire.
1, 2 and 3, caller 1 go.
Hi Karan, this is Santosh from Pune. Which celebrity comes to you for hookup advice?
Who is that one star? They've all asked me. Everyone from the younger generation, I will mention everyone. From Varun Dhawan to Siddharth Malhotra to Arjun Kapoor to Aditya Roy Kapoor, they've all asked me for hookup-related advice. I have always 3 words. Go for it. That's my mantra.
Hi Karan, this is Pooja Trivedi from Kolkata. Have you ever lost a friend because of your advice?
No, I haven't lost a friend. I've gained many because I give good advice. That's why I'm on the show. That's why you call me, guys.
Hi Karan, this is Bhavin from Chandigarh. Which relationship status do you never want to be in?
Complicated. You should never be in a complicated status. You must always know where you are heading or where you're at.
Hi Karan, this is Naira from Kanpur. My question is, one night stand or long-term relationship?
You should be able to stand all night in a long-term relationship.
Hi Karan, this is Ganesh from Hyderabad. What's your take on PDA?
I hate PDA. It's annoying. We don't want to see you fondle over each other in public. Please, get a room. That was kind of fun. The winner of the Love Bites hamper for asking the most wicked question is whether I give advice to any celebrity about hooking up. That was kind of wicked and I gave you some answers. So I think you deserve the Love Bite hamper.
The Love Bites hamper goes to Santosh Patel.
Itni sari baatcheet and so many messages. It's time to say goodbye, guys. ऐसे से कभी अलविदा ना कहना, but इस बार कहना पड़ रहा है. Now, but I will connect with you every day. Just message me on 8070-800-800 so I can call you back. जाने से पहले my Karan verdict.
Karan verdict.
If you're in casual hookups, casual sex, I don't have a problem with any of that. But if you're doing it to prove a point, then that's where the problem lies. If you're doing it for pleasure and pleasure alone, then fine, go with it, go with the flow. But don't do it because you're proving a point to your ego or someone else. That's where the damage begins. Hang around and do the ishq, baby.